Bear with me a second. Hold up. Okay, you guys. Okay. Whoa, wee. That was scary. So, welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. Um, it's scary when you're using Wi-Fi. I am so thankful I have two hotspots. I want to invest in something for when I go out, but my hotspots hasn't failed me, and it's weird. So I didn't come on here to talk about Wi-Fi, even though Wi-Fi has been my friend. But I came on here to talk about something important near dear to my heart, and I am going to sign up. It's called the Heroic Hearts Project, and this project, I'm gonna read from script so that we all are on the same page. So, welcome guests, followers, veterans, and supporters to the Kimberly Cloud Show 2.0 LLC. I was going to say tonight. It was tonight. This was a show from yesterday, not when I got to the hotel room, not when I was on the plane, but it was when I was in Boise, which it was not even tonight. I just guess, honestly, I have to give Chat GPT and Grok a shout out. I guess they just like the word tonight. I wrote it myself, but they just like that word. They just want to see if I'm going to correct it, and I just go with the flow. I'm like, I reread my stuff and I'm like, okay, this sounds doable, and I was going to do it, you know. I'll just leave it at that. So, tonight, I'll read from the script. We are discussing a growing movement focused on helping veterans heal from PTSD, which is a plus. I'm a veteran with PTSD, traumatic brain injuries, depression. I have depression, addiction. I'm not in, what they call it? I'm in like, dormant. I'm like dormant right now. I have no major addictions. Withdrawal or something. It ain't withdrawal. It's called something when you are staying away from drugs and you've been away for a while. Major drugs. I ain't talking about weed. I'm talking about major drugs like crack and opiates and fentanyl and all those drugs. Something that you can get arrested for, something you can get arrested for. If you have to question it, whatever, I don't care what's new out there. If you got to question it, then don't do it. And emotional trauma through psychedelic assisted therapy, physical training. And so my question is, I'm scared as freak, because I'm like, physical training. Are you talking about running? Are you talking about jumping? Because I mean, I love physical training. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, I like to ease into things, and I know how the army like to do. So that they will just put you would be a bodybuilder in week one, day one. They'll put you in A group, and you'll be running in A group. And week three, you'll be looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger and shit. I'm just saying, is it that type of physical training, or is it mild based on what you can do type physical training? So I had that question, but and veteran support programs. That's pretty cool. One organization receiving national attention is Heroic Hearts Project, founded by Army veteran Jesse Gould, who grew up in Florida after serving multiple tours in Afghanistan. You know, one time I I mean, did you fight camel spiders? What you do over there? Like, what did you do? I want to know your story, Mr. Gold. Like, oh my God. Cause I remember I saw some, oh my God. Y'all never saw a camel spider, have y'all? We're gonna pause here for a second because some of y'all don't even know what a camel spider is. You're like, what is a camel spider? Oh? And some people are like, we know what a camel spider is. I've never been to Afghanistan or Iran, but I'm like so scared of their camel spider. I'm scared of any spider. And just imagine you killing one and they putting off pheromones or some type of chemical to sense other spider, because that's what they do, and then other camels like you ran up on my boy, yo. But he served multiple toys over there. That's scary to have them big things in your tent, man. And it's not like he was in a luxurious barracks. He probably, who knows, depending on his job, he probably had to burn feces, and that crap causes different various diseases. They rotate on that. I heard what goes on over there. And then you stand vigorous 14 to 17-hour shifts plus, depending on what he did. The organization helps veterans access alternative healing programs involving psychedelic assisted therapy. I'm so sorry. Hold on, I'm down here. Where you at, Mr. Gold? No, I'm right. Yeah. Healing programs involving psychedelic assisted therapy retreats. I would feel more comfortable going down to Florida and visiting and doing a retreat, and it's free. And I believe they said it's free. I'm gonna fact check it, but it's free. Mental health support and community recovery programs. This organization has been featured on Fox News and other national platforms. Veterans interested in this program often complete applications, provide military documentation. Let me zoom in because I need glasses. Hold on. Provide military documentation such as ZD 214 and undergo screening before participating. Many programs focus heavily on accountability, preparation, integration therapy, fitness, breathing exercises, and emotional recovery. It's not simply psychedelic substances alone. According to veteran advocates, many former service members struggle with PTSD and trauma long after they leave the military. Traditional treatment methods do not always work for everyone, which is why organizations like Heroic Hearts Project and Healing Breakthrough continues pushing for additional treatment options. Recent developments from the Trump administration have also increased national attention on this issue. President Donald Trump signed an executive order for accelerate and federal research into psychedelic assisted therapies for veterans dealing with PTSD, depression, addiction, and suicide risk. The administration announced plans to invest millions in the research involving substances such as MDMA, psi, psilocybin, Ibogaine. In addition, the proposed 1.776. In addition, I wanted to tell you, I want to dig more into this. Um, mm, I want to dig more into this. What time is it? Okay, I got time. Let's read the whole thing and then I'll just start dissecting it. In addition, The proposed 1.776 billion anti-weaponization fund, which I have to get on, but time, time. Sometimes it's on my side, sometimes it's like I gotta leave you behind. Time is going on. We're in May 2026, 2028 will be here before you know it, and that's when they stop it. It has sparked conversations among veterans and advocates who believe emotional trauma, political targeting, and long-term mental health struggles deserve additional support and review. While the fund remains controversial, people are already sending in their applications for this, y'all. They don't even got a website up. They have no website other than the DOJ, but people know where they're located. So they're putting their packets together. And I'm about to when I get back home. While the fund remains controversial and face legal scrutiny, supporters argue it can help veterans and Americans recover emotionally, financially, and psychologically from years of hardship. Many veterans across America continue searching for hope, purpose, and healing. Programs involving mental health treatment, physical condition, group therapy, and psychedelic assistant care are becoming a part of a larger national discussion about how to better care for those who serve this country. No matter where someone stands politically, one thing remains true. Veteran suicide, PTSD, and trauma are serious national issues deserving attention, compassion, and innovation. Thank you to every veteran, active duty service member, first responder, and mental health professional for working to protect and heal others every day. And that is what I got. So now y'all not following me. Wait, let me see that. Hold on. Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Hold on. There we go. Bear with me, y'all. About this Heroic Heroes project. How much does it cost for this Heroic Heroes project, and how soon can I get in, and what type of fitness do they do? Dang, it's cold. Oh my God, I can't take it. Oh my God. I can afford that. Dang. They got a waiting list. Excuse me. I have to turn on the heat, y'all. That damn air is like right behind me. Oh my God. Hold up. Okay. Mm. Okay. Okay. Hiking. Whoa. I mean, will we be together? Will there be someone with a weapon just in case a cougar or some type of wild bear come out? Or I know how they get down in Florida, a boa constrictor, some damn snakes. How long is it? How long is the class? I'm gonna tell y'all in a second. Dang. Oh, I don't think I can do that. I'm gonna have to do the VA. I wouldn't mind going to Colorado. The 4 day, let me read it. Um, Let me read it from the beginning. Um, so the cost. The organization states that the full average cost per veteran is about $6,500 for the entire program. That includes screening, coaching sessions, retreat participation, meals, accommodation, and some travel costs. However, veterans are not always expected to pay the full amount themselves because Heroic Hearts operates partly through grants, donation, and scholarship support. Minimum contribution tiers. According to their frequently asked questions, domestic retreats, which is inside the US, minimum contribution of 500, international retreats, minimum contribution of 750. They also have larger optional contribution levels for veterans who can afford to help sponsor others. How soon can you get in? It varies because there's a waiting list. Their process usually works like this: submit an application, provide your DD 214, wait for approval review, enter open enrollment, intake interviews, safety screening, final enrollment. They say initial responses take around 2 weeks. Open enrollment happens every 3 to 4 months. Some veterans may wait longer because the demand is very high and they reportedly have a waiting list of over 1,000 veterans. Veterans who have been waiting longer are often prioritized during later enrollment periods. What kind of fitness? These organizations do not appear to run military style boot camps. Their approach is more focused. Yeah, you told me that the weed shop was 6 minutes away when it was 20 minutes away, Grok and Chat GPT. So I don't want to hear that. So anyway, what kind of fitness do they do? The organization does not appear to run military style boot camps. Their approach is more focused on wellness, physical conditioning, resilience, mindfulness, breath work, healing, and integration support. Programs may include hiking, stretching, yoga, breathing training, outdoors activities, mindful exercises, and health focused routines alongside therapy and coaching. Their main materials emphasize that healing is not just about psychedelics themselves, it's about preparation, accountability, mental health support, community, and long term recovery. Important things they screen for. They carefully review PTSD history, medications, cardiovascular health, mental health history, psychosis risk, and overall stability. Certain conditions and medications may temporarily disqualify someone until medically cleared. Retreat. They partner with legal retreat centers in Peru, Mexico, Jamaica, Oregon, and Colorado. Their overall mission. The organization was founded by Army veteran Jesse Good, focused heavily on helping veterans struggling with PTSD, military trauma, depression, addiction, suicide thoughts. How long is the class? Kimberly, the class or program through Heroic Heart Projects is not one single classroom course. It's more like a multi-stage healing and retreat process for veterans. The total process can last several weeks to several months, depending on enrollment timing. I can't do that, but some people can. Here's how it generally works. Before the retreat itself, veterans complete 3 private 1-hour coaching sessions, 3 1-hour group coaching sessions with other veterans and facilitators. This phase focuses on emotional preparation, mindfulness, goal setting, safety, and learning how to approach the experience properly. Retreat length. The actual retreat varies by location and program. Examples include 4-day trauma awareness healing retreats, multi-day international retreats, Peru, Mexico, Jamaica, Oregon, and Colorado. Some international programs, well, I can do 4 days, may last closer to 5 to 7 days total, depending on travel and ceremony schedules. During the retreat, veterans participate in group discussions, guided psychedelic-assisted therapy, breath work, mindfulness, wellness activities, physical movement, and integration exercise. Programs are veteran centered and designed specifically around military trauma and PTSD recovery. This is aftercare and integration. This is considered one of the most important parts. The organization emphasized continued coaching, alumni support, peer groups, and long-term integration work after the retreat ends. They repeatedly state healing is not about the psychedelic experience itself, but about, oh, yeah, preparation, accountability, community, ongoing recovery work. Overall timeline. From the application to completion, the process may take several weeks or even several months because there are wait lists, quarterly enrollment periods, intake calls, safety screenings, and scheduling steps. So the actual retreat may only be a few days long, but the heroic heart process is designed as a much longer recovery and support system. So I hope that helps some veterans. So you wind up paying, if I'm reading this right, you wind up paying between 500 if you're domestic and 750. And if you have more, then you can help sponsors. That is so cool to me. And so I'm about to wind down, y'all. I'm about to wind down. I'm about to wind down and get off of here. I had to talk about them, y'all. I think that they're very important and it's very important that we talk about Heroic Hearts Project. I have 2 agendas within June. 3 agendas, major agendas. 1, get on their waiting list. 2, call a lady on Thursday. 4 agendas. Um, how can I say this? The project, Heroic Hearts Project, that's number 1. Number 2, the Anti-Weaponization Fund. Number 3, go to school. Number 4, this Thursday, I believe I have to look at my Yahoo messages. I have to call ACP. I have to call ACP. So I got to figure out. Hold on, bear with me. Is this mine? Oh my God, I haven't been in here in a minute. Oh, and it's just primary. Hold on, y'all. Let me just go ahead and type ACP. I'm not about to sit up there. I'll go through my messages after I get off of here. I'm trying to figure out what time. Come on, baby. What? 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Bear with me. So tomorrow at 11 a.m. I gotta remember that. Um, ACP. I got a lot to write, and that's why I got to get off of here. Um, you guys, if you're out there struggling and you had a long 6 years and you didn't know what happened and people ran circles around you and your life was suffering, all because you loved. And it's harder for a man to say they love another man unless they're gay. All because deep down inside you loved Trump. You were ridiculed. You were bastardized and everything. If I told you my whole story, you wouldn't believe it. You would believe that I deserved it or that the cards were in my favor, but people were mad at me. People didn't understand why I had so much love in my heart for one man and his family. And he's blessed me. He's blessed me so much. I wait for more, but if I get nothing, I won't even complain. I'm stable. Some people live their whole life stable. And I do want more, but you know, just imagine me as a millionaire, y'all. Just imagine me as a millionaire, y'all. It would be great. And Mr. Gould, I'm gonna end it here because I'll just get on talking about myself. It's not that I'm into myself. It's just that I I want people to know that I'm not perfect, right? So we're going to get off of here. And I got an hour. Take care, you guys. Be safe. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.